Welcome to this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Carly Swanson.
And I'm Megan Froelich. Florida pet owners own everything from conventional animals, from dogs and cats, to animals such as panthers and ocelots. Unfortunately, big cats can be big problems for pet owners, and they wind up unwanted. But a local wildlife conservation center is trying to find them the perfect place to call home. WSRH Extra reporter Lauren Plancarte takes us to the Panther Ridge in Wellington.
So this is Molly that's up front. She's actually going to be 4 months old on the 30th.
This sanctuary, buried deep in the heart of Wellington, is home to many different species of cats of all different ages.
Our oldest resident is Cody. He's an ocelot and he is 24 years old. And then our youngest is 3 months, Molly. She's a clouded leopard cub.
Because of how difficult these animals are to have as pets, many of these cats get brought to Panther Ridge to be properly cared for.
People will get these as pets and then they don't know what to do with it when it becomes too much. So these cats need forever homes, and a majority of our cats here actually did come from pet trade situations.
Keepers like Kaylee say they all have an amazing relationship with these animals that is unlike anything else.
Stop talking. Stop.
Definitely every day just working with the cats and all their different personalities. Every day is different. You know, that's the reason I got into this field, was for the animals.
Every single relationship that I build with these cats is amazing. The training that I get to do here is unreal, like any other place I've worked before.
Many of the people who visit Panther Ridge say that this is a perfect way to learn about exotic animals without having to go all the way to the jungle. For WSH Extra, I'm Lauren Placarte.
Every month, a local event combines two popular things that bring people together from all across Palm Beach County. WSRH Extra reporter Jeremy Womack takes us to the Palm Beach Outlet Mall for the latest edition of Cars and Coffee.
It's all about the heat and timing, they say. Coffee Method is Cars and Coffee's local sponsor.
Coffee Method has been at this event since January, but I've been coming to this event for about 2 years now. I have awesome people that keep coming back for coffee every month that I get to talk to and interact with, and the cars are just amazing. Every month it's always something different. They always bring a special car out. So like today, W Motors came out for the 5th 8-year anniversary, as well as a bunch of other really rare cars.
There's always a meaning behind why people do what they do. People have different reasons to why they come or why they even help at the event.
I've always been a car guy since I was little, getting Hot Wheels and stuff for Christmas for my parents, and growing up working on cars, starting a company for cars, things like that. So being here and being in the car community, that's what's special to me. It's just that camaraderie that everybody has. No matter what kind of car you have, everybody respects each other's cars and what they've done.
You can find all types of expensive high motor cars. Owners from different car companies line up to show off the cars they own.
The car, we were able to squeak out over 500 wheel horsepower, which is pretty difficult to do on these all-wheel drive cars with our tuning, and thing rips. It sounds awesome too.
Paganis, Ferraris, and even Lamborghinis make their appearance at the event. Millions of dollars worth in cars were there for the world to see on display. While that event has passed, you can still go to Cars and Coffee every last Sunday of every month.
While you look at some amazing cars, you can still have amazing coffee. For WSRH Extra, I'm Jeremy Womack.
A loving, caring family is a dream to some, even animals. At one local pet store, they help achieve that for cats and dogs all over the county. WSRH Extra reporter Magali Nicho has more on the story.
A Second Chance is an organization that has set out to rescue pets in need by giving them another opportunity at a new life.
We saw the whole organization happening, and I thought that it'd be really cool to help out and help find cats and dogs homes.
When fostering, people can help provide these puppies with a chance of survival outside the kennel.
One, the health, because in a shelter they're exposed to different things, so they tend to have kennel cough, that type of stuff, where they're in a home, so they're getting their vaccinations, and they're not being exposed to as many outside environmental issues.
Finding the right dog to adopt can be hard. However, in this case, fate took its course.
I actually found him on the website last night, and I wasn't expecting him to be here today. And then when I showed up and we found him, I was like, oh my gosh, it's meant to be. And then we just fell in love with him.
Second Chance is an amazing charity dedicated to helping cats and dogs get the love and attention they deserve. If you want to volunteer or foster for Second Chance, visit www.asecondchancerescue.org. For WSRH Extra, I'm Magali Nicho.
We now take a look at the recent controversial Nike ad that has sparked a nationwide debate.
Plus, a coach's past you probably didn't know about. For those stories and more, we go to WSRH Extra sports anchor Shane Goldsby. Hey, Shane!
Thanks, guys. In recent events, Nike has gotten some backlash for an ad that involved Colin Kaepernick. WSRH Extra reporter Evan Upson shows us these reactions.
The national anthem holds importance for a variety of different reasons here at Seminole Ridge.
The national anthem was created by Sir Francis Scott Key during the Battle of Baltimore as a POW, and it's respect to our servicemen.
It's freedom. You know, it's the ability to be free and a country that's has tremendous diversity.
In 2017, one action took the nation into controversy.
There's ways of doing things. I don't know if that's the way to go about doing it in your profession. When you're playing for you're working for someone else as a football player.
It should have never been about the U.S. flag. I don't think his intent was to disrespect the U.S. flag. I think his intent was trying to figure out the right way to do or to leverage a peaceful protest.
Nike's recent collaboration with Colin Kaepernick for a commercial representing people who have faced adversity leaves mixed opinions on Nike and the movement that they're trying to start.
I believe Nike took a crucial step in promoting this divisiveness in our country because this was honestly going away.
But if you look at that commercial and you're really about people going outside of themselves to be all that they can be and to really make something of themselves, you're not going to find a better representation than you will in the Nike commercial.
The controversy with Nike revolves around Kaepernick's actions in the 2017 football season when he kneeled for the national anthem.
We love our service members in this country, and to be disrespectful in any sorts, including kneeling for the national anthem, it doesn't fly well.
You know, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And so if we can't stand for our flag, then I think we're in a lot of trouble.
Some see his previous actions as irrelevant to the movement that Nike is trying to start.
So I would challenge anybody to have a problem with that commercial because it is inspiring from start to finish, regardless of whose voice you see, whose face you see. That's an inspiring commercial. And Colin Kaepernick happens to be delivering the message, and he does a good job delivering it.
From here on the field, to JROTC, to even here in the classroom, this controversy hits home everywhere here at the Ridge. For WSRH Extra, I'm Evan Upson.
Flags for the Cure is an annual flag football tournament that brings the community together for a good cause. WSRH sports reporter Kelsey Marugo introduces us to this tradition.
Years ago as a way for ladies to give back to breast cancer research.
Well, what really encouraged us initially was that we were largely a female organization. All the players were ladies, and we were wanted to contribute in the fight against breast cancer.
Survivors have expanded to a community-wide event that now gives its money to all cancer research.
So that's what we started off with. And the event has morphed into helping to fight all cancers by benefiting the American Cancer Society. So it's a combination of we wanted to help fight cancer because it touches all of us somewhere in our lives. And second, we just love flag football and we love the games. And we love being able to put the games on out here for players and everyone has a good time.
The tournament has had a huge impact within the community and has touched many people throughout, including girls and guys.
Well, both my aunts have had breast cancer, and obviously that has a big impact on my life because that means that it could run in my family. So like raising money for a cure like helps kids in the future.
Flags for Cure is dedicated to all breast cancer survivors and the hard-fought journeys they've undergone. And with that, I'm going to pass the ball. For WSRH Extra, I'm Kelsey Marugo.
The Seminole Ridge cross country team is having one of their best seasons yet. WSRH sports reporter Kevin McCarthy introduces us to this year's team.
Last lap, let's go.
The cross country 2018 season has started off to a hopefully promising season.
I'm looking forward to winning the regionals, something that we've never accomplished. We fell short last year, finishing third, so I look forward to winning it this year.
Part of the reason the runners make such good times is because they've been running for over 5 years and even participate in clubs.
I started 5th grade year and I was running with this running club, and then I got a lot better, and then I started to do track and cross country.
All of the runners and coach have a different reason on why they love running so much.
I guess challenging, make new friends.
It wasn't by choice. I inherited it when I first got here. Initially, I was supposed to just coach track, but I took it on, and it's been wonderful ever since.
Favorite thing about running is the kids and the way it makes you feel and all the places you get to go.
The runners all line up and start back here behind the football stadium, then run this whole length of the football fields, then back to the lakes for the rest of the 3-point-mile run. Good luck to the 2018 cross-country team. For WSRH Extra, I'm Kevin McCarthy.
One of the football coaches here at the Ridge has a unique story of how he got here today and achieved the American dream. We go to WSRH Extra reporter Amanda Jewett to learn more about Coach Mick.
The coaching staff here at the Ridge is full of unique individuals with a story, including Coach McLeah, whose journey began in Romania.
When we left, Romania was still communist, and we had to stay in Italy for a month until we could get another visa to be able to come to America. So the first thing I remember is when we flew, we landed in New York, and I remember the Statue of Liberty, and flying and everything, and that was like, wow, you're in America.
Growing up in a new country meant bigger challenges for a young kid.
Growing up in Michigan, my dad was a butcher, so it was really hard financially wise. I mean, I didn't speak the language, so I was bullied in school.
With the many struggles faced in his life, Coach McLeah still managed to overcome them, deciding to share his story on the field with young players who are eager to learn.
Through my difficult times that I've had, that I can relate that through kids, to not give up. When they tell you you can't make this or you can't be this, you can be anything. And I've lived the American dream, but like I said, it's the greatest gift that I can give now to make a difference in someone's life.
Here at the Ridge, Coach McLeah dedicates his days to teaching kids what life and football are all about. For WSRH Extra, I'm Amanda Jewett.
The dean here at the Ridge, Mr. Barnwell, has a past that some may not know about. WSRH sports reporter Riley Sullivan has the story.
The dean here at Seminole Ridge High School, Mr. Barnwell, has a past that many don't know about. Being a former kicker for the University of Miami, his coaches helped shape the person he is today.
My position coach was a really great guy. Still is a really good guy. He's retired now. But after spending most of my college career with him, it was just felt like it was something that I wanted to do.
He says that he still has contact with his former teammates who still influence him not only as a coach but as a person.
I still am in contact with some of them. Some, Dwayne Johnson's one of them, Gino Toretta, a whole bunch of those guys. Most of my experiences were with those teammates that you build relationships with over a 4 or 5 year period.
Mr. Barnwell says he takes pride in his role of building relationships with the players, which helped them get through something no one saw coming.
You know, I try to lead by example, and that's where, when we were talking about earlier about, you know, that Valor Award that I got from the City of Hollywood, there was actually 4 players with me when we went into that canal and saved those people.
Mr. Barnwell has changed the lives of many on and off the field. For WSRH Extra, I'm Riley Sullivan.
Mr. Barnwell is a true inspiration to all of us here at the Ridge. Well, that's it for WSRH Sports. I'm Shane Goolsby.
Thanks, Shane. Well, that's it for this episode of WSRH Extra. If you have any story ideas, please tweet us at SeminoleRidgeTV. I'm Carly Swanson.
And I'm Megan Froelich. We leave you with this week's Edit to the Beat by Rachel Clark and Evan Eisenstark.